Hello.
Hello.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
Nice to
I
be
came in
home.
here about 20 minutes ago and I thought I have got no idea. I've had to get a plank of wood to put my laptop on, but I have got my drink. So cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, that's fabulous. So yeah, it's just bear with me. I will sort out for another day, but I am here. I have no idea what the thing's like, the internet connection or anything, and I've just realised I haven't even put my lippy on.
Aww.
What is the internet like?
It's all right. It's better. Well, are you on your new camera or the old camera?
This is the new camera. So when I eventually
find the camera.
Huh?
It looks like it's the old camera.
Oh dear. I will swap it to which is the one that I like. I don't know. It looks good at my side, but obviously it doesn't look good. So I apologise, people. I haven't had time to correct, but Robert will talk more than I do.
Don't apologise. You're home. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
What was the house like? Is it tidy?
Very.
Oh wow. Maybe you should go away more often then.
Very tidy. The settee had all the cushions in the garden. The big parasol was out. Cup of tea was made as we instantly arrived. And what else has happened? Oh, and Alan's lit a fire for my mum as well. So absolutely perfect. So the two of them just having dinner just through there now, and then I'll just have some toast in a bit. And Alan's just said, Josh.
Oh, okay. Nice.
No, they're going to have dinner together. So, yeah, so that's it. So, it took me forever to pack the car up this morning. Yeah. And eventually got home. So, I've been sitting in the garden and it's been lovely. And it's lovely to be home. Yes. So, yeah.
Good. Right. Well, hello, everybody. This is Gogglefrogs. We did say that as part of me going back to work, we would look at how we could still do the sessions together. And so we have done an evening session this week. There are currently 9 people in the room. We'll see how the evening goes. And if more join us, then we'll do a couple of random evening ones as we go through the next few weeks. So for the replay purposes, and you've probably already seen it anyway, we are nearly at 100 subscribers. So hello everybody on the replay. Welcome. My name's Robert, and this is my lovely friend. Introduce yourself, please.
Hello, I'm Angela, and I do more knitting than crochet, but I do dabble in crochet as well. And I am the queen of frogging.
And my name's sorry, I've said my name is Robert. See, 2 sips of wine and I've forgotten what I do. So I do mostly crochet rather than knitting, although I do dabble in knitting. And I do lots of other things as well: cross stitch, tapestry, and embroidery. This was created 8 weeks ago today, 10 weeks ago today.
I don't know, 52 shows ago plus 2 pilots, I believe.
Yes, that's about 10 weeks ago. So we set this up because there's a very big crafting community quite locally to where we live. We don't live in the same house. We live a mile and a half apart from each other, but we might as well live in the same house because we're very rarely apart. I think this has to be the longest I haven't seen you.
I know. I'm just missing you so much.
And so Angela came up with this concept, and we've been doing the shows sporadically together. It's more fun when we're together, I would say. And we have a co-presenter who comes along as well sometimes called Claire. So hi Claire, if you're watching. And we knit, we natter, we have music, we have a Facebook page that we go through and show other people's works. We have theme weeks, so we've had cast-offs or bind-offs wherever you are. We've had cast-ons wherever you cast-ons. And this week we're doing increases.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, so if you need any advice, please do ask. And I'm going to stop talking now. Right, Angela, you've literally just rushed in 5 seconds before we went go. So if I play a music video, do you want to get yourself more relaxed, more comfortable? See if you can sort out your camera, if it's the right camera.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Put yourself on mute and I'll introduce. So, musical interlude. Have fun.
Love that.
There we go. Oh dear. Sorry, folks. One of the probably best party songs, dance party songs ever. So learnt it at a very early age. I'm 42, so that shows you how old it is.
Can I tell you a story about me and this song?
Go on.
I can remember going to Portugal on holiday, and we went out one night, and the taxi driver had this playing, and we actually stopped the taxi and all started dancing to this at the side of the road. The taxi driver thought we were mad, but it was really good fun. And because I didn't have anyone to dance with, I was dancing with the taxi car door. It was hilarious. It's something like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Love it. Absolutely.
And I
love
forgot
it.
all about that until this moment.
Brilliant. Right, shall we say some
I'd love
hellos?
to say some hellos to our wonderful, wonderful peeps.
Okay, we're going to go bottom to top. So, hi Trisha. Hi Sally. Hi Safia.
Hello.
Hi Pat.
Hello.
I hope you're well. We have Marion Dye. Hi
Hello.
Marion. We have Lindy. Hi
Hello.
Lindy. We have Linda and Linda. Hi
Hello,
Lindas.
Linda.
We have Judy. Hi Judy.
Hello.
We have Jackie. Hi Jackie.
Hello.
And we have Dawn and whoever else is listening in the Dobbins house.
Hello.
And then lastly, how could we forget? We have Brigitte.
Hello.
There we go. So lots of people asking how your journey was.
It was lovely, thank you. Very, very hot. We stopped for the first Starbucks I've had since lockdown. So partway down, we stopped at Starbucks, got a coffee. I had a gluten-free mallow bar with chocolate on it. My mum had lemon cake. So we had a lovely journey down, arrived here, sat in the garden, fed all the birds, and then we decided to have a drink. And then I thought, oh, look at the time. So I apologise. Is my camera any better or not?
It's a bit better,
I'm now on mobile. It's out hanging out of the door.
Okay.
I've got a new cable, so maybe that'll speed it up. I don't know. But yeah,
nice.
so I'll test that tomorrow.
Okay. Right, so chat. We have Marion, Trisha, Brigitte, Judy, Sally, Pat, all saying good evening.
Hello.
Marion says she's got her drink too. Lindy says, evening everybody, I've just made myself a St. Clement's drink. So looking forward to a great evening. Brigitte, hopefully you can see Angela a bit better now. Lindy says, great that you managed to make it home after a long time with your parents, and hope you had a great welcome home from hubby.
Yeah.
Was he pleased to see you?
He was. He was very pleased to see me. However, I think because he's just had his own little routine, I need to be tidy, because he's quite tidy, so I need to be tidier than I normally am.
Okay. I wonder if he'll still be glad that you're back tomorrow after having spent the night in bed together.
Exactly.
Because he's probably getting into bed and going.
The Dyson fan is going upstairs on my side.
Dawn says good evening. Safia says hello. Sally says still 4 to go to reach the 100. Well, shall we have a quick look? Because when I looked earlier on,
it was on 98, I think. Oh, did I read that wrong?
Yes.
I don't know.
No, it was on 98 when I looked earlier. We're still on 98. So 2 away, folks. 2 away from the big 100. So if you feel like sharing and helping us reach that 100, please do. Sally says, oh, Angela, I bet you are not. I have frogged my sock a lot this week. Very frustrating.
Sally.
Poor Sally. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's not nice. But Sally,
Marion reminded us.
This is, it's amazing what you find when you come home. This is that scarf that Sally hopefully has the sort of pattern for it. So I've just found this, just put this on. So I did think of Sally when I put this on tonight.
Oh, Marion has reminded us that it is 10 weeks. In fact, I think it's today Thursday, it is, isn't it? So it's 10 weeks today. 10 weeks today, 2 from 100 and over 50 episodes so far. What a week, eh? Linda says, good evening. Brigitte says, Rod got me a sundowner and a drink for himself. He's happily watching a DVD. Okay, well, we'll try not to laugh too loudly to distract him from his DVD. Sally says, great concept. Was at a loss this morning with no Gogglefrogs. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sally. I really am sorry.
I'm sorry, but I was happy.
It's either have one of us at 10 o'clock every day or have 2 to 3 episodes a week with 2 of us. So, sorry.
We're trying.
Linda says, same here, Sally. Sally says, Robert, thanks for the steps. You do them perfectly. Teach them at a young age. That's what they say. And I was taught at a very young age. Linda says, brilliant. Good evening. Brigitte says, I shall be singing that in my dream tonight. Good. Judy says, lovely shawl, Angela.
Thank you. It was a Sandy expression fibre art pattern. It was free. I can't find the pattern. I know I downloaded it, but I do have a link to her video where she explains this lovely pattern. So I will share it in the group when I can remember to. But it is dappled. What wool is Findlay dappled?
Juniper Moon, isn't it?
That's it, Juniper Moon. It's beautiful. It is about 25 or 30 pounds a ball, but a ball does this whole scarf. So it's,
wow.
And it just drapes beautifully. And I made it wider on one side. I'm not actually going to admit that I made a bit of a mistake, but then I thought, oh, hang on a minute. If I do it wider at one side, then it's, so I just carried on increasing. And I really like the look because you can just put a little pin there and then you've constantly got something down there. So thank you ever so much, but I'm finding so much. I'm going to show you some of the wool in a minute.
Okay, let's catch up with comments. So, not too loud, you'll keep me awake. That's singing in her sleep tonight.
What?
Brigitte says next Gangnam Style. No, you might get the video, but you won't get me dancing it because I don't know it. I'm too old and it hurts too much now to learn something like Gangnam Style. And then Jackie says, yes, Brigitte, Gangnam Style would be brilliant. Lindy says, great music and moves. Safia says, has your mum come with you?
Yes. For other reasons as well, but yeah, my mum needs help. So yeah, my mum's with me. Thank you very much.
Brigitte says, yes, you are clear, Angela. If you go fuzzy now, it'll be my eyes going fuzzy. No, that'll be the sundown. That'll be the sundowner. Georgie, hi Georgie. Thank you for giving up gym club to be here. Said hello. I'm really sorry I got carried away with crocheting. I still hope you've got your gym. Sally says thank you, Angela. I have found another pattern that suggests dappled as an alternative. Can't wait to show you.
Can't wait to see it, Sally. That will be amazing. Thank you. I love this dappled. I absolutely love it as a yarn.
Brigitte says Rod can't hear us as Brigitte's got her earplugs in. Oh.
But he can see you move, can't he, Brigitte?
Yeah. Sally says I understand. Marion says Sally, I agree. Had to do housework instead. Sally then says about your shawl. It's a happy accident / design feature.
Exactly. It's what we were talking about in the group, wasn't it? That you're supposed to have a mistake somewhere because nothing should be perfect, and that's in Japanese, it's in Indian designs, it's in another design. So I love that concept. So I'm just adopting that forever.
Marion says it's 8:30 and she's just received a reminder for tonight and the link. Sorry to hear that, Marion. Mine are okay. So it might be that there's just a lag in your email server.
Yeah.
So do apologise. Safia says that's lovely. Do say hi to her.
Safi. That's lovely. Thank you.
And Brigitte says nobody is perfect, only Allah. I'm sure he wasn't either.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm sure. And we all think, but yeah.
So there we go. So all caught up.
Fabulous. What on earth is that?
How long cable do you think I need for 450 stitches?
Sorry?
How long a cable do you think I need for 450
I haven't
stitches?
got anything longer than a metre.
Okay.
What size wool are you using? What thickness?
Double it.
Yeah, you'll be fine with 1 metre.
Okay.
I think.
Brilliant.
Yeah. It's only when you get on thicker stuff. I mean, sometimes people want it a lot longer if they're doing a lace weight and you need to see the stitches, but I don't use anything longer than a metre because then the middle unscrews and I got all in it is. And I try and do everything on my long 40cm needles anyway, so I know I can pack them in, and suddenly I realise that I've got to practically stick the ends off. You know, when I'm not working on it, if not, it just explodes, and I lose half of my work, and then I have to flog the whole lot. So that's me. Oh dear. So, shall I show you some of the things I've found that I'd totally forgotten about?
That's the Karen cakes, isn't it?
Claire,
yeah, I remember that.
Beautiful thing. So I found 2 of them. So that's wonderful. That's one that I started and didn't like, so I frogged it, of course. And then I had an idea at some point up in Yorkshire that I was going to make. Oh, I tell you what it was. It's the cat cardigan.
Yeah.
And this is the 4-ply. Look at those colours. So what I'm going to do is navy in the main bit, and then I'm going to put some of this in part of it, and then I'm going to do the little kitty cats in another colour. So I've got 4 balls of each of this. It's Adrifil. I don't know how you pronounce that. Chiop.
Chiopi.
I don't know. But...
Chappy.
And do you know where I bought this? I went for a day out with my parents. It may have been not last year, but the year before. And we went to Bakewell. And there was a wool shop there. And I cannot go anywhere without buying stuff from a wool shop. And what is this? How long is it? It's cotton, but I can't actually see how long it is. Maybe that's my eyes. Uh, 135 meters? It must be more than that. That's not enough. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I thought these were beautiful colours. So these are some of the balls I'm going to use for the cat cardigan. And I've just found this as well. Some of that lovely stuff. So I might make something for my little niece as well out of that. So it's so fluffy, and I don't even know what wool this is anymore. I know I bought a few balls of it. It's delicious. And then, as if by magic, you're going to recognise it. Do you want to tell them, or shall I?
Yeah. So when Gary and I went to the Fringe Festival one year, he saw this lovely scarf, and it was 2 tones of grey with red in between the greys. And I said to him, "Oh, I can replicate that." And so I took a picture of it, and I was hunting ages and ages and ages for wool that I thought would do it. And Angela, do you want to show the other bag first?
The other bag?
Yeah, because you've got both of them, haven't you? Have you got both of them? I thought you bought both bags of the red and the grey that I took.
I thought there was only one bag.
Oh, okay. Someone else had that then. So I bought some wool, and when it came, I didn't like the colour because it wasn't as nice as those colours. And then when we went to, I want to say Ali Pally, I brought those colours. It's scrumptious or sumptuous, DK.
Scrumptious.
And it's gorgeous wool, really, really gorgeous wool. And I started it, and Gary didn't like it. So in the end, I contacted the manufacturer to say, "Can you tell me what wool you used to make that scarf?" So she said, "Oh, do you mean the red and grey one?" So I said, "Yes." So she said, "Oh, I've got one left in the warehouse." So I bought the one that she had one left in the warehouse. So I ended up with the scarf in the first place. And so then I took that to Sheringham for the stash buster for the Priscilla Beacon Hospice, and Angela bought it. And then do you want to tell them the other funny part of the stash buster from Sheringham?
I bought all this beautiful purple and green fingering weight yarn. I can't even remember what it was. Sublime. And I've tried to use fingering weight yarn a couple of times, but it always flies off the needle with me. I took it on an aeroplane once and I lost all my stitches. So I've just decided to get fingering weight yarn. So I took all of my fingering weight yarn, all of this Sublime, and I think there were 8 balls in one bag and 4 in another, etc. And guess who do you think picked that up and took that home? We may as well not have taken it to Sheringham. I just swapped it at home before we went. So I brought Robert's home, and there was some more wool that I brought home as well. I can't remember what that was. And Robert brought
It was mine, though, wasn't it?
iPads home. So yeah, so that's what we did. So it always happens, but that's probably because whenever we're out, we buy a lot of wool when we're together, and we say, "What do you think of this?" So both of us really like it. So yeah, we just swapped it, and we just put money in the kitty, didn't we, to go to the charity, which was brilliant. So you raised a lot of money for that, which was brilliant. So I think I've got a fly in my drink.
Well, don't shout about it. We'll all want one.
I know. Never mind. I've scooped it out.
Oh,
It's only a green fly. It will be fine. Oh. Oh. I've forgotten that I had this as well.
Ooh, I've got that as well.
I think I've got 2 balls of this. This is like going into an Aladdin's cave. I haven't. Oh yes, look, I've got 2. I've got 2 balls of that one.
Angela, just remember, Alan can hear you.
He's talking to me, Mum. And I've got these as well. Look.
Oh, yes, I remember those. They're the Karen Plantain. Pantone.
Yeah. Well, I think it's Pantone. Let me have a look. Yeah, Caron Pantone. So I've got to find something to do with that as well. So that's brilliant.
Right. So let's go through comments because there's lots gone in there now.
I'm all excited. I can find more wool. Well, it feels like.
Marion says it's not our problem about the emails, it's just happening a lot. Okay, sorry about that. You can use, sorry, just for everybody in Gogglefrogs and the replays, you can use, and the email that you get sent is just a reminder. The link that you press is your unique link. It's just so that we know who has joined. So you can use an old one if you don't get it. Just leave it in your inbox or earmark it as a favorite, and then you can just go back to it. You'll find it easier that way. You don't need to wait for the daily email.
Yeah.
Brigitte says, we bought rugs back from Dubai. They all have a mistake somewhere, kept the children occupied for ages to find them. Brilliant.
I love that.
Lindy says, fabulous Adrifield colours will be really stunning when worked up.
Hope so.
Helen says, hello, everybody. Dropped in my GNT. Hi, Helen. Brigitte says, the fluffy would make a lovely hand muff. Those silly remarks, please, for your little niece, Angela.
That's a really good idea, and it's so simple to do that, isn't it? That she can wear it for in winter, and a nice little plaited thing around the neck.
And what do you mean, no silly remarks? I can't even think of a silly remark to say to that.
What?
Never mind. Fluffy yarns are really popular at the moment. The Love Note by Tin Can Knits looks gorgeous in it.
Oh, I've never even looked at Tin Can Knits.
See, now you're all egging her on. Sally says it sounds like you egg each other on regarding yarn buying. We really do. This is what happens. I'll say, I need to go into the shop to buy something, and Angela will say, I'm not buying anything. And I'll go in and not buy anything, and Angela will buy. And then the reverse is true as well. When Angela says she needs something, they won't have it, and I'll find something instead. So, and that's probably how I've ended up with over 200 balls of wool in my yarn stash.
Do you know what? I never did the thing on Wednesday, so we're going to have to do it next week.
What, the confession?
Yeah, the confession. And now I'm back home, I'm actually going to count mine up, and I think I'm going to be horrified.
I think you are as well. I think yours will be worse than mine.
I think it will be. I think I may have as many rolls of yarn as you found words.
Sally says the fly died happy.
Yes, it did. It did, but it's alcohol, so it kills any germs. It's fine.
But then says yummy. So
It's dead.
Brigitte says, what was it doing in your drink? The breaststroke.
The naughty thing was trying to pinch some of my gin.
Marion says Ella Ray is lovely, knitted a cardie for a friend's niece.
Just feel lovely. Feels amazing.
Lindy says there are some serious yarn buying enablers in this group, hence the difficulty in maintaining a yarn diet or using up a stash. That's what we're here for. We're here for wall, how to use it, what to do when you've got a problem, and most importantly, where to buy it. And where to find a bargain as well if we can. Brigitte says, don't believe you, Robert. Oh, what about the joke? Yeah, okay, fine. No, we'll leave that there. Oh dear.
Oh, I've got nothing to work on.
That's all right, that's fine. You probably shouldn't work on anything if you've been driving all day. I bet you're knackered.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Marion just sent a reminder to everybody, Stash Buster on Saturday as part of the virtual regional day, and all money raised goes to NHS charities. And there's some really nice yarns on there already, actually.
Can I just say, I don't know how to view them.
So if you go into the virtual regional day Facebook page, click on the events tab. Under the events tab, you'll find everything that's going on for the day, including the raffle section and the Stash Buster.
Thank you. And can I just say something as well? I've been brought into the 21st century. I have now downloaded mobile banking.
Oh, wow.
So that means if I see anything, I can sort of pay for something without having to get this contraption and stick the card in and do all this identifying, confirm, and God knows what else. So Pin Century, that's what it's called, isn't it? Yeah, but I kept getting the link through and I kept pressing, thinking, no, this is just asking me if I'm interested or if I'm going. I can't actually see any details, so thank you ever so much. Every time Facebook changes, it confuses me. So I will find that on the Stash Buster.
That's fine. We're going to, at the start of Saturday, just spend 5 or 10 minutes looking at talking through the day, how it's all going to work. I'll bring up the Facebook pages so people can have a look in the background and know what to do, and then we'll crack on with the day. And we're almost ready. Almost ready. I've got to go to the Spotted Sheep tomorrow to pick up their goodies. And then I've got one last presentation to put together. And then we are good to go. All the videos are ready to go. All the other slides are ready to go. So, yes, I'm really, really looking forward to it. Oh, there's your Karen soft cake. Soft cakes. Oh.
And can I just say something as well? I've been saying for ages that I needed a pattern for this, and I saw a pattern that went out to what it was quite at the top, a little cardigan that is on the Caron Simply Soft website. Is it Yarn Spring? I can't remember. So anyway, when I was at my parents', I was looking through some clothes in bags, and I found a little cardigan that was exactly that style, and I thought, this won't suit me. Anyway, I put it on and it looked fantastic on. So I am going to use this to make that cardigan that's on the Caron, but it swirls outwards and there's like little pleats in it. So that's going to be beautiful, but I just think that colour is So girly, so girly. So I love.
Gorgeous.
Sorry, I'm still discovering now. This is another one I've got as well.
Is that Petissimo?
I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a Louisa Harding, Amitola Grande,
Petissimo.
and
Oh,
Amitola.
Amitola Grande.
That's what it makes. So
that's lovely to knit
is
with. It is. It's so soft.
So I kept looking at what Claire's been working on, thinking that just looks beautiful. And
What, the virus shawl?
yes, with those colours that look lovely.
That Louisa Harding would look really good as a virus shawl.
Yeah. And I know this isn't quite, but that's another little project from the spotted sheet. And there were little gloves. And it was local Edinburgh wool. And I know that's wintry, but that's another little project that I did as well. But if I ever finish any of this, I've got enough for the next year there, if not longer.
You have. So Marion's just reminding everybody that payment for things on Saturday is really simple. So if you're buying for the stack from the Stash Buster, or you're buying raffle tickets, there are 2 ways to pay, and that's PayPal or backs. So and we're really pleased that we've got PayPal this time round to be able to make it even easier for people. So and then Helen said she bought more yarn from the sheep yesterday. So Helen, tell us what you bought. Oh wow, I've just realised the time. It's 10 to 9. We've only got 20 minutes left. So not sure where Angela's gone. So I can put a video on while Angela's not there, because it will replay, it will reverberate back. But what I think, oh, there she is. Do we want to do an increased video?
It's up to you. There's one on there. There's an army one. It's 10 minutes long though.
Can we save the Arnie one? We've only got 20 minutes
left.
We'll
save it. Don't worry. Don't worry. And I will be looking for some. And can I just say a huge thank you, Sally. I saw your email while I was in Starbucks today, and I had to get on the M1 again. And Sally has sent us a video to say that this is one that she's seen and she recommends. So thank you ever so much. And if anyone else has videos that are your go-to videos, please let us know. So we'll do that at the weekend and start showing some of those. And was it mattress? No, it wasn't mattress stitch, was it? I can't. It's the one that Kitchener stitch. That was it. So we've got Kitchener stitch from Sally. And what we are going to try and do when we're all sorted out is we're going to create our own little videos. So,
yes.
Because some of these things we use, and I think Kitchener stitch, I just thought there was only ever that stitch. I didn't realise that some people didn't use it. So I don't know what, I think the first YouTube video I must have looked at was that. So yeah, so we're going to recreate them as well. And I've got a little gadget contraption that should allow me to do that. It is slightly faulty in terms of the light, but we'll sort that out. So at least then we've got our own go-to videos as well for Gogglefrogs. So really exciting. Oh.
Yeah, we are still doing lots of stuff in the background, aren't we? Our lovely Gogglefrog.
I know. I've had sort of 2 days when I haven't done a right lot. I've been, what on earth have I been doing? I have been absolutely flat out with sort of legal stuff and stuff for my dad and Yeah, and then I got a phone call today saying, "Can you come and collect me?" It's just like, you're not coming out of hospital for a few weeks. Yesterday, my dad rang up.
Bless him.
COVID has affected him. So he's back in hospital, and I'm smiling because it's a bit of a journey that you have to go through and you learn from. So my dad left this message, so I rang back straight away, and I couldn't quite understand what he wanted. But anyway, in the end, we deduced that he wanted chocolate and some pants. So me and my mum went and got a bag this big by this big, full of chocolate, Vimto and everything. And we also bought an overnight bag. And we flew to Marx's because my dad goes to quite a lovely gentleman's outfitters for all his trousers and things. And I thought, he pays over £100 for a pair of trousers. And I thought, I'm not sending them into hospital because he's got trousers on that he's been wearing every day for 2 weeks, so they're going to be in the bin eventually. And all his shirts as well. He's quite a smart gentleman, and you know, even for the casual type ones, he spends about £80, £100 on a shirt. So me and my mum went to Marx's yesterday, and you know what it's like? There are littered clothes in there. So we're grabbing tops, we're grabbing underpants, socks, you name it. When it came to getting a 34 by 33 trouser, I could only get jogging bottoms that were 31-inch length, so they're going to be too short. And the only pair of trousers I could get that were 33 length were £45, and I thought, these are fringe just fitting. I actually wanted more casual tracksuit type bottoms, but I couldn't get them. So we spent a fortune on stuff, then flew down to the hospital. The ward clerk stayed past 6 o'clock, which was her finish time, because she said that there were short staff last night to accept all of these things and taking it to my dad. So we were madly shopping because he needed stuff, and whilst he said he needed some pants, we thought we're just going to get him a wardrobe. So that's what we did, and we flew in there and dropped them all off for him. So we've got tons and tons of chocolates. We've got no idea we're down here, and we're not going to tell it. We're just going to carry on talking to him every day, and because if he knows we're here, then he'll want to be with us. So yeah, so I was really busy, but it was shopping for essentials for my dad. So it was so it's quite funny.
Right, so Sally says we can play the video whenever. Brigitte says, I thought Kitchener Stitch and Mattress Stitch were the same. Marion says Kitchener Stitch is also called grafting. Sally says Kitchener replicates the knitting route and is invisible.
Yeah.
Lindy says Kitchener Stitch is a form of grafting, not seaming. Mattress Stitch gives you a seam. Helen then says she likes the James C. Brett Fairground cardigan so much she got it in different colours to make 2 more for friends.
That sounds exciting.
And then Jackie says, why is your dad back in hospital, Angela?
My dad has got, I will term it memory issues. Okay, we don't term it as anything else. But one thing that COVID does, so if somebody has COVID, it goes to the part of the body that's really, really weak, and that's why if you've got diabetes, it affects your diabetes. If you've got problems with your chest, it goes to your chest. And so because my dad's got memory issues, it's just sent it off the scale. And so that's why he had to go back in. And it will take time. That's the only thing that can try and get him back to where he was before. So yeah, that's where it is. So COVID affects people and just attacks their weak spot. So yeah, he's needing more support. He's got one-to-one support 24/7, and that's what they've identified. So they're working with him and trying to get him back to where he was. So yeah. So that's what he is. So he's in there, and he's probably going to be in at least another 4 weeks. if not longer. It can take months. So it's just they're learning about COVID, and it's just the after effects. So he'll be fine. I'm sure he will. I always stay positive. Touch wood.
He's a bit of a he's got a strong fighting personality, hasn't he, when it comes to being ill? So I'm sure
he's an 82-year-old who, until before he went into hospital, used to do 100 press-ups and 100 reps with, bodybuilding every single day at the age of 82. And he can't even swallow a tablet. So if I ever gave him paracetamol, he has to chew them. He can't swallow a tablet. He's never taken tablets in his life. So he's very, very strong, very fit. But yeah, he's giving the disease hell and saying and sticking two fingers up to it. So he'll be fine.
Lots of people in the comments wishing him well and saying wishing him speedy recovery. So we have about 10 minutes left, and I'm really sorry, but I'm going to be a stickler for time tonight because my alarm's going off at some stupid, ridiculous hour in the morning. So no, it's fine. But it's done it all week, and it's just because we're not open, and when we're not open, we close the store. We only have the store open for a short window of time, and unfortunately, this is where traveling 2 hours a day really bites me in the arse, but it's my choice. I know I've just got to put up with it for another few weeks. So here we go, Facebook page. So, I'm
so sorry that I'm not commenting at the moment, but with just everything going on, even I look at things and I think I will comment and I don't, so I apologise. I'll catch up in a week.
That's fine. Don't worry. So reminder about Gogglefrogs tonight. Claire says sadly she double booked herself. Dawn says on the pattern for the workday scarf was this book was mentioned. I managed to get a second-hand copy on Amazon. It was a lovely book full of history, lovely patterns, including the workday shawl, and it's Norwegian hand knits.
Wow.
And there you can see in the bottom corner here is a workday shawl, which is lovely.
That looks a different pattern to the workday shawl that a lot of us are working on. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Different shapes, idea.
Rebecca says that she has lots and lots of yarn listed on her Ravelry account. I'll skip over the number. We talked about the Stash Buster. Claire, did you show this yesterday?
And Claire talked us through it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Her commission.
Yeah. I've got the last 20 minutes of yesterday's episode to watch. So there we go. Did we show that yesterday? Cross Stitch Dragon, Throwback Thursday. This is a Cross Stitch Dragon I did for St George's School, now Rushmere Park Academy, back in 2014. I upscaled it from one of Brigitta's cross stitch books, 14 to the inch up to Binker. So instead of about 4 inches high, it was nearly 18 inches. Hangs in the school's nurture room. Oh wow!
That's beautiful.
That's lovely.
It really is.
Safia, did we show this yesterday? Her treat from the online wool show.
We did, but it's worth showing again. If you haven't seen it, Robert, you're going to love these colours.
Oh, look at that! Oh my word!
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah. Right, and then I think we're all caught up.
So yeah.
Okay. Wow. Gorgeous. Sally says she's just bought a copy. I'm assuming that's of the book. And then Judy's gone, so bye Judy. So just a very quick reminder, folks, no Gogglefrogs tomorrow because it is Friday, and we don't do it on Friday. And then there's no Gogglefrogs on Saturday because it's the virtual regional day. And we didn't want to do an hour of Gogglefrogs and then 6 hours of a regional day, so we're doing just the regional day. And no Gogglefrogs on Sunday. So unfortunately, you have a 3-day hiatus of Gogglefrogs. There we go. And I just wanted to let you know that I've now decided I'm going to take the laptop to work every day. So unless I have a meeting booked at 10 o'clock, I'm going to take my breakfast break with my laptop and join you. So you'll randomly see me throughout the week. Next week.
That is fantastic. And can I just say publicly, I want a huge, huge, huge thank you to John Lewis for being so accommodating, because I think there's a lot of companies that would say absolutely no. And I just want to say, you know, your break is your break, and they respect that. And yeah, so I can't wait. You're fantastic.
I will do my best. I mean, it's really helpful at the moment because I'm really angry, but because of what happened on Monday evening, we've now been pushed back for another 2 weeks. And unfortunately, if he'd have done it on Friday, I'd have got away with possibly being refurloughed. But because he did it on Monday, I couldn't be refurloughed because it's just too close to opening. So I'm going to take the laptop, and yes, I'll have my breakfast break at 10 o'clock, and I will join you as and when I can.
Oh.
There we go. And I'm trying to think, when will I be back next week? I don't even know what my rota is for next week for a full show.
Don't worry. Let's just see, and we will, if we can, we will flip a day to an evening session. And I know that when I didn't do Tuesday, people said, "Oh, where's the link to Gogglefrogs?" And I thought, "Oh no, I was taking the day off." So we do know that we've got used to 10 o'clock every day, but it's just so that we can try and be together and mix it up, and we know that you're an amazing group of people, and that we can change and we can evolve, and we just love being with you as much as we can. But thank you. I just needed a bit of time this week to sort things out, so thank you for.
That's fine. It's fine, Angela. We I've got work, you've got stresses of life, so we do what we can when we can. I was wondering, so there are 3, maybe 4 weeks left of the sewing bee, and I was wondering whether, because I never do a late night on a Wednesday, so even when we are open, I was wondering whether Wednesday evening would be an ideal evening to do a Gogglefrogs.
Yes.
And then I can jump in Wednesday evening, and then on my 1 or 2 days off, depending on when it is during the week as well, at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Wednesdays evenings work for Robert, as long as it's around you and Gary. You and Gary have to have your dinner time.
After sewing bee, though.
Yeah.
So we can't do it for another 4 weeks. There are 4 weeks left of sewing bee. So, and it was really funny again last night. So we've gone live with the sewing bee. So I am literally on camera as we're watching it live on TV, and so people get to see my reactions to what happens. And I'm sure that Marion, Brigitte, and Sally will all say I have zero control over what comes out.
I can't wait. Now I'll be able to catch a Wednesday evening as well. So that's funny. So I'm going to be able to tune in some of them now. So I will be sat there looking on.
Oh, and Jackie was there as well. Sorry, Jackie. and I think Safia came in as
Oh,
well.
brilliant.
So yeah, it's really funny, really funny. So we're going to stay live for the rest of the series,
Yeah.
I think. So and the final 5 will be hilarious.
It should be. So I haven't seen. I was just about to say I haven't seen. Was it yesterday's? Last night's? We're on Thursday, aren't we? Sorry. So I haven't seen that one yet, but I'm going to watch it. So I've also
Okay. I'd be interested. I'd be interested on your thoughts on the transformation challenge, because we all agreed on something, but the judges didn't. So there we go. It was a very split opinion between us and the judges.
Right. Okay. I can't wait.
Challenge. There we go. Right, folks, we have hit 9:10, so I'm really sorry, but I need to go and get my beauty sleep. Otherwise, I will not be good for Friday, Saturday even. So there we go. That's it for another week. Angela, it's been lovely to see you in your home. And I do hope you have a nice, relaxing few days and catching up. And from everybody at Gogglefrogs, say hi to your mum and hi to Alan. And we'll see you all again soon, people.
So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.
Night, night. Bye.